I just started this piece. I'm sitting at my easel. And I just wanted to kind of show you a basic idea of what I'm doing. I have done other landscape videos, but this is basically how I start. I did like a rough sketch. I'm working from this photograph. And basically what I did was I just did an outline of what I want to show. I'm trying to get a little bit looser with my lines so that everything's not so defined and a little bit more abstract with this. But I just wanted to show you, this is going to be the background sky, right? I wanted yellows in this. And I've made little markers to myself. This is going to be darker. And as I get over here, it gets lighter and even lighter. So when I'm mixing values of yellow, I'll probably have 4 different values so that you're going to look, I want it to go from left to right. And basically, like I left these lines white because this is where the light's going to kind of filter through. So I'm going to do videos of this painting. This is the first one. And basically, this is just how I'm going to start. Okay, so I just want to show you my palette real quick. We just went over this, but this is white. I've mixed my first yellow, second yellow, third yellow, fourth yellow. And with the last one, I mixed this raw umber in here. So now I've got 4 different values plus these 3 colors, these 3 different values of yellow. So I have 7 values of yellow that I'm going to do for the background. So that's where we're going to start. So we're going to start doing this, and then we're going to start filling in the front, filling in the foreground. Starting with my palest yellow, and I'm just going to sort of fill in the spots. This is my guideline for how I'm working here. And you know what? I'm not going to get caught up right now in any real idea of, all I'm doing is filling in. This is a little bit darker, so now I'm going to go to my second yellow, and you can see how that's changed. That still seems a little dark. I'm going to add a little more titanium white to that. Go back to lighter yellow. I've already kind of outlined where my dark and my lights are. Some people like to use 1 or 2 colors for your substrate. I like to do quite a few, and it gives me different ideas as I'm working. I want a real pale yellow here. So here I am. I'm now starting to work the foreground a little bit. I've got my yellows in the background, kind of established where I'm going with it. Now I'm going to start the foreground colors. And I'm starting using greens and blues. And you'll notice I have a paper towel in my hand. Usually I carry it in my left hand, and I'll paint with my right because I'm right-handed, obviously. But I can wipe off the brush in between. Sometimes I'll switch brushes too so that I can use darker and lighter values in there and not have to keep putting the brush in mineral spirits. But I'm kind of filling in a little bit of the foreground now, deciding where I want little pops of color to come out. I started to work on this tree. I like to keep, a lot of times I'll like to do the substrate, the underpainting, in a dark color when I do the trees, because then I can use lighter colors. And I'm probably going to let this sit for 4 or 5 days and let that paint dry before I go back to it. That tree on the right that I'm working on right now, I want that one to kind of pop out because the light colors are going to be at the top, but I want that to kind of have its own substance right there in that little area. So I'm going to put some light colors in there and maybe some oranges. And you'll see where this is going, but I'm going to come back to this. And here's just a finished product of a couple of my paintings, just so you can see all of the different colors that I use and add and put in there to make the eye move around the painting.